Is this not capturing? It's not capturing. I can fix that.
Almost. Sorry.
You're good.
Multiplayer.
Hey, it's capturing
Post
Stellaris.
save game.
I gotta open up on my phone anyway because Stellaris has got too much on the screen to have my chat easy to read. If it can pull up my chat, that'd be great.
Looks like.
Okay.
Nice. Okay. All right.
Okay. Oh, also, I can probably go. We're just gonna go probably to like no later than 3 or 4. I technically have to be up earlier tomorrow than normal, which is why I have spent a great amount of time gabbing away with you. um, Yay! I'm really good at time management.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. Also, hello everyone. I forgot to say hello when we started the VOD. Multiplayer stream with Stellaris with Ben. Hello, Straw. How are you doing?
Hello.
Hello. You're tired? Well, I'm sorry to hear you're tired. 1 second, I'm gonna make sure that I forgot to check to make sure my bots are working today. See if I can remember the command. Hey, it is working. And hello, Dean. How are you doing? Your name's really familiar, Dean, but I don't think I actually recognize you. Are you new to the stream? If you're not, I do apologize for getting. I am quite terrible with names.
He is. It's true.
I am absolutely terrible. Okay,
It's worse still.
Both of my bots are working. There we go. Okay, let me know when you have the server up, Ben.
It should be ready for you to join.
You should be ready for me to join. Let's do this the old-fashioned way, which is to join directly.
Yeah.
You just woke up, Dean. Oh, well, good morning to you then. I am up way too late. It's about 1:20 a.m. here, and we're just starting streaming, so my time management's amazing. Probably go till about 4, because I have to be up at 6. And that's about what I'm gonna do. Because tomorrow's a Friday.
Nice.
Oh, tomorrow, which means I have a little bit of, I don't say like leeway per se, but yeah. Also for you two, if you did not know, have either of you played Stellaris before, Dean or Straw? Nope. If you like, Gran and Dean has. Okay. So this doesn't really apply to Dean, but to Straw, if you like grand strategy games, this game is currently on sale in Humble Bundle.
Yeah.
To where a $15 donation on Humble Bundle. This is not affiliated to me. This just happened to start today when I normally stream Stellaris these days. I'm like, oh, I'll bring this up. You stuck in strategy? Well, that's okay. If you are interested, if you're watching and you'd be like, oh, maybe I am interested. It is currently on sale in Humble Bundle. For like I think $15. I think a $15 donation gets you the base game and like most of the DLC, which is insane.
Yeah, that's was wicked good.
Yeah.
Wicked hella good.
This game is like what? Probably $100 to buy all the DLC for?
Yeah, usually $40 base game, I believe, and like three $10 DLCs and 2 or 3 $15 DLCs.
Yeah. You can get the base game just for $1.
Dude, I used to be way into Elder Scrolls Online.
I still
Might
am a
pick it
little
up
bit.
again soon.
I still am a little bit.
I had a falling out with MMOs, so I'm taking a break from them.
Did I
But
just pick? I think. Wait. I think I just picked the Red Empire, but we're gonna have to figure out. I did. We're good.
it's very fun. Straw. I'll say this, even though as I just said, I've had a recent falling out with MMOs. Elder Scrolls Online, best MMO I've ever played. So
100%.
absolutely.
And
Uh,
So I play Elder Scrolls Online. I also play a little bit of World of Warcraft still. Which I say still, I didn't play World of Warcraft until I was like an adult and it had been around for a good while. Um, but yeah, it is hands above a lot of MMOs out there, especially from a modern lens. Okay, we're gonna do the what the heck are we doing morning run.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Do you get your own space slash house? Because other than that, it'll be fine. So there there is a housing system. Um, and it's pretty complex. There's everything from like apartments to houses. There's lots of different options. I will say that while there is definitely some housing that you can get for free, or like for when I say free, for in-game currencies. Like I think there's apartments that you can get very 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 cheap. You can get a little apartment in there. But some of the bigger housing and stuff you can even get with in-game currency. A lot of the housing does kind of feel a bit paywalled to where you're going to be spending real money for it. Um, but there is still a good chunk of it that does just is genuinely kind of like free or uh, reasonably able to get with an online currency. I haven't played it in a bit. I'm assuming that hasn't changed. Well, thankfully you have no life, so it's fine. Yeah, I feel that. I know the harder thing is too is like grinding for a house and then getting the furniture for it. That can be the big thing too. For what year did we set the endgame crisis? That's a good question. What year did we set the endgame crisis for? I think we gave
I
ourselves a
believe.
little bit of a pushback.
Yeah, I think we set it back from about 200 years than normal.
It's like
What did we do?
500? Was it two 500?
2,500. I think that's the mid-year. I'm not. I don't actually remember.
We pushed it back about 1 to 200 years from a standard endgame. We gave ourselves a little bit of push room here.
A little bit of wiggle room. We want to enjoy,
Hello,
hanging
Moth.
out together.
Yeah. Moth, how are you doing tonight, Moth? I'm just trying to figure out what the hell I was doing. Okay, so you had unemployed pops. We build and work for you. Good, you're good. I'm glad to hear you're doing good, Moth. Oh. Aha, that's where it was going. Do I have a science ship going to this? I have a construction ship going to it. Do I have a science ship going to it? I do have a science ship going to it. Perfect. I'm glad to hear you're doing good, Moth. What was I doing here? Was there a reason why I had done that?
Oh, I remember what I was doing.
Uh, right. I need a climate restoration so I can build hive worlds. We have reinforcements in transit. That would make sense. Star bases. We can minimize star bases because I don't usually look at those. I do have extra star bases though. I need to decide where I want to build the star base. Which realistically means I gotta decide who's an actual threat worth building a starbase for. We're gonna build one here. I don't know. I got too many options. I have too many options, Benjamin.
I know the feeling, my friend.
Oh, I just remembered. Did we decide who got the squiggle? Was I gonna give you the squiggle, or was I gonna take the squiggle, and you were gonna spread north?
Uh, I will tell you once I get out of this screen and check.
Where is the science ship?
Let's see, the squiggle. down here between the two of us. Uh
If you do stream it and you're
oh,
okay
you were
with it, you can drop some hints for me while I'm streaming. Oh yeah, if you're doing an ESO stream and I can catch it, I'll swing by and I'd drop some hints. It's been a while since I played those. I can't promise they'd be good ones. Anyway, sorry, what were you saying?
I believe that you got first claim of the squiggle.
I got first claim of the squiggle.
The squiggle that has Cipiton in it.
Yeah, the Sipiton squiggle.
Yeah, the Cipiton squiggle. Yeah, you get that squiggle. This is your area that I'm kind of invading. So you get that sweet, sweet Cipiton loot. Look at all that sweet loot on Cipiton. Sexy.
Okay. The squiggle. This is the Sipiton squiggle. Because it squiggles. And it's
Yeah,
unclaimed. So we were deciding who got the squiggle. Because this is me. And this is part of Ben's empire. And this is going to be where we become best friends. And neighbors. Right
this is where we
here.
finally connect.
We can call it the Squiggle A Store Alliance. Because the star is just
Yes.
a store.
Yes.
A store. Who else? Oh yeah, these are the guys. These are the other people that we forced into our union.
Yeah.
We gave them enough gifts so they were like, oh yeah, yeah. We can be a
Yeah, we
throuple.
like you. Okay, we'll be here.
Hey Vixen, long time no see. How are you doing? Oh, it is working! Yes, FYI, to my chat, that's what I was talking about earlier. This game is currently on sale. To something that I am not affiliated with in any way, shape, or form. But Humble Bundle, there's like a charity thing going on. You can get this game for really cheap. Doing pretty good. How are you? I'm doing great. That's good to see you. I think I'm about good to resume-ish, I think. I actually have a better idea of what I was doing this time compared to last, although this might still involve me having to hit a oh crap pause button. It has been far
Gotcha.
too long. Like I've seen you online a couple times, but you're always online like either when I'm at work or busy or doing something. So I haven't been able to swing by. It's good to see you. Can we get a shout out to Vixen actually while I'm thinking about it? Yeah, thank you, Moth. You're the best. Oh, did it shout yourself out? Oh, good job, Nightbot. You pieced that together really well. There we go. Should work this time. Maybe. Maybe not. What are you doing, Nightbot? Apparently, Nightbot's playing favorites, I guess. Nightbot. What you doing? Here, let me try. There we go. There we go. Apparently it worked that time. It should still work with the @ sign too. But I just did it without the @ sign because my phone has that name saved in its autocorrect filter for reasons I don't understand. And when I say that, you're like, oh, it's because you type it a lot. I don't know, because I've also never typed in Icelandic, but for whatever reason, my autocorrect likes to suggest Icelandic words.
Hmm.
I typed with the thorn a bunch as a joke once, because the thorn is an amazing letter that I'm trying to bring back. And now half of my keyboard's stuck in Icelandic. And I'm too lazy to fix it. It'd probably be a very easy fix. I'm just too lazy to fix it. I just occasionally put little accent marks over my words and autocorrect breaks, but other than that, it's fine. I mean, I also have a runic keyboard, which isn't actually necessarily... These aren't actually accurate. But I like them. Oh, that's not what I'm looking for. Does this actually? I'm actually curious if this would even work. We're good to resume, by the way. When you are,
Okay.
whenever you are.
Yeah, I'll take this one. We'll see how that goes. Yeah.
I'm actually curious if this works. This is nonsense before anyone tries to translate it. Did that work to anyone in chat? Also, hello, Drew. How are you doing?
It did work.
It did work. Cool. Random. You're doing good? Good to hear that. Hey, it does work. Well, there we go. What did I just do? Oh, I started researching an anomaly. That's exactly what I wanted to do. What are you doing here? You should build things there. Who died? Not the Admiral. It was a good Admiral.
Oh, way to go.
I'll go with this Admiral.
Ooh,
That's
someone
not
declared
us.
war.
Neither of them are us, though. It does work. Yeah, but hello, Drew. How are you doing? Nightbot's not letting you log in. Nightbot be like that sometimes. We had a struggle with it just barely, too, so. Nightbot's just being a bit cranky tonight. Fixed it. Yay! Okay. Oh, Drew, thank you for the posture check. I can do a posture check. Oh. A new metal. Ah, living metal. Where is this? I got Skittles, by the way. I don't normally have Skittles, but I have Skittles. It was more for himself. Ah, it was more for yourself. I always appreciate a posture check, too. You're more than welcome to do a posture check with me. We got living metal discovered here. Let's go for... Yeah, up our destroyer hull points. We can always use better destroyer hulls. Why are you short a
Nothing wrong
ship?
with better destroyer.
Why are you short a ship?
Our construction is complete.
It's not at full strength, though. I really need to fix my energy crisis.
You guys also having an energy crisis?
Negative 50 a turn, or a month.
Rip, I'm at negative 30.
I mean, everything else, though, we're like rolling in.
Fantastic.
We're rolling in it. Energy?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah, same.
Okay,
It's those
you're
trade
doing
ports, you know?
You're doing good. You're running at negative minerals, which does not matter at all. What do you have? Oh, we need housing here. I can fix that. Are we low on anything? We are low on...
Survey the system.
Well, we have an energy crisis, so we'll just build more generator districts for housing. Now, you're also low on housing. We're all 7. Same principle. We have an energy crisis, just build more generator districts. Okay. Unemployed pops, and same principle away. Because we need energy more than anything. Okay. I'm fixing all of my society's problems by putting them to work, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where is my military fleet? Oh, okay, now you are at full strength. Was there just... Why was there...
Yeah.
Why weren't you at full strength like 5 seconds ago?
Our construction is complete.
More work, less time to complain? Apparently. I got the construction ship heading that way, don't I? What do I want to do with you? Do I want to risk anger? No, they're the xenophobic ones. We don't want to risk that. We will just have you return for the naps. And then have you go clear that out. I have an upcoming battle. I don't think we need to slow down or anything because it's literally a fleet of 5,000 versus 200. So anyway,
Yeah, okay.
do you have mega engineering unlocked, or are you still far away from that? I'm probably pretty far away from mega engineering on my side. What about
I'm
you?
also I'm a bit far
Survey the
off.
system.
Yeah,
I still haven't found any mega structures to repair or anything like that. So
I don't think I
uh,
found any mega structures myself.
I also haven't yet built any uh, habitats.
We have assimilated knowledge.
Let's see. I'm low on housing. I need more.
Okay. My current, I know I'm currently, ooh, machine over gene modification, which reminds me, do I have robots? I think I have robots. No, I don't. I'm a hive mind. Hive minds don't have robots. Or maybe they can. I don't. Why? Who's running away from what? Oh, it's these guys who are going to go mess up some. That's what it was. Hive mind can't have robots. Yeah, I didn't think so. But I'm playing on my personal Stellaris world or playthrough. I have robots. And I had a mental note that I created to myself at some point. It's like, when playing Stellaris again, make sure to modify your robots.
Yeah.
And then I like hopped on and I'm like, wait, these guys don't have robots. And I'm like, oh yeah, it's probably the other world. Straw's got to lurk as he installs Elder Scrolls. You do what you got to do, Straw. I appreciate you swinging by. Yeah, they like barely did a dink. I can't take that too. We'll do that too while we're here.
See, what should my final building on my homeworld be? Final building slot.
Let's have you go survey the system, actually. I'll have you research products in the system first, and then you can get back up there. I don't know. What should your last slot be?
Could do clone vats, but no, I actually wouldn't want to do that.
Clone
Oh,
Vats
just
would feel like a
finally.
little bit of a misplay for your empire. I just gotta
Yeah,
accept that this planet's always gonna have terrible mineral output.
I might. I have a lot of hive warrens already, but I might do another one just because it gives me housing and amenities. And I always have trouble with overpopulation on my primary homeworld as the late game goes on.
That's true. It's a pretty common occurrence.
And I can always change it later.
We are slowly but surely helping our energy problems. Oh, we got something new in the galactic community. Guardian Angels Act. Soldiers that are dedicated to the lives might wait from fleet power. I don't know if I have opinions on this either way. I'm gonna just not. I don't have opinions on that really either way. I'll worry about it when it happens. Who's currently? Oh, you're currently president of our federation.
Oops.
Oh, that's right. We moved up to minimal. Okay. It might be worth changing war declaration and invite members to majority. Oh, I can propose these.
Oh, it just popped up and disappeared.
Here, let's pause real quick. I'm pretty sure it's because it's because Sidrian also wants it, which means it immediately approves when we have a majority. Okay, we can unpause.
Alright.
Do you have capacity overload turned on? Probably not. I could probably check. fighting here? Where are you? Oh, you're over here. Did I not unpause? I didn't unpause.
Here, I got it.
Okay.
We have surveyed the system.
Okay. Let me check. Edicts. You mean capacity subsidize? Or subsidies? Is that the one? I know I put Map the Stars on forever ago. I didn't put capacity subsidies on because of the influence cost. I haven't switched because I was trying to expand, but I probably should.
That is a good point. I might want to do that pretty soon here too. But just a few months, these L gates are going to open up. We're going to see what happens, what spills out of them.
Ah, I forgot that we were there.
Yeah.
Oh, Elgate fun. I'm actually really excited for that.
Kind of hope it's not going to unleash some horde of awfulness upon our quaint little galaxy we got going on here.
Remember, we're going to open it up. I don't want to do any kind of save hacking if best avoided, but if we open it up and it is literally going to be a game-ending blow, for the sake of the stream, we can revert back a save and then just postpone on opening it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's more or less all I was interested. That's all I was really thinking. Because I'm pretty sure there's only like one or two scenarios in which the L gate's instant
We have
end game.
assimilated knowledge.
Yeah. And like, I mean, even if it's a challenge, I think we should give it a good old college try.
Good old true blue through and through try. Yeah.
Right. When did the Australian come from?
I was thinking about Bellamy.
Bellamy. Bellamy
Yeah.
would be golden to pull out for that.
Would be golden to pull out, I think. Bellamy's just a classic, I think. I've recreated him in a couple
Our construction is
video
complete.
games.
For context, may I share
Oh.
Bellamy with...
Absolutely, you may.
Leave it paused here for a second, because I got a trait point, too, to figure out what to do with.
The L cluster technology has been researched, so we are ready to dive.
Okay. So, for context in the chat, too, real quick, Bellamy is a tabletop character that Ben created for one of my Call of Cthulhu sessions, who would best be described as a... I'm going to use the phrase Crocodile Dundee-esque Australian.
Yeah, the typical boots, shorts, and cut off sleeves out in the wilderness
Except
kind of fella.
except World War II, World War I era.
Yeah.
Who had a very good harpoon throwing arm from his time in
Mhm.
the Navy,
It's time in
and
the Royal Australian Navy, yes.
an English bulldog. And
His name I forgot, but it was also very good.
yeah, and he had quite a few stunts and durations. At which point, my favorite one of all time was when I had the party in what was very, very clearly a spooky, be careful, haunted manor, and Bellamy just flat out walked up to, like, I had the map, walked up, I don't know if I had the map open or whatnot, but he picked the one door that the main monster was behind, the only locked door in the manor, realized the door was locked, said, I'm going to kick the door open, rolled exceptionally well, kicked the door open into a creature that was way above his ability to handle by himself until you critted. You wasn't it a crit success?
Yeah, it was a
Like-
a stream of very good rolls,
Like
a very good take down the roll.
stream of just ended up like basically harpooning this banshee.
It was
Just,
3 in a row. I
like,
think I
point
rolled very well to
blank.
kick down the door. I rolled very well to resist the banshee's scream, and then I rolled very well to spear her to the wall.
It was just like 1 in a million chances of rolls, as I was expecting for everyone else to deal with this. And yeah, they ended up taking out the banshee. It was a very, very much shorter than originally planned intro with the Banshee. There was a couple things that they had to find out later with it, but I was like, yeah, that's one way to do it.
Yeah, it was pretty fun. It was a fun little
Bellamy was very much kick
little
down doors first, ask questions later.
yeah. Small.
Why is it telling me I have unspent trait points? I don't. Resume for a second, I guess.
Yeah. Might also want to save here.
Raxar. Oh, you have the save
There.
abilities.
I'm going to save a game, and I'm going to title it uh L Gate Whoopsie.
Who are the Raxar? It's telling me
That
the
sounds familiar.
It's telling me the Raxar have unspent trait points, and I have no idea who the Raxar are.
Check your population,
So I'm trying
your
to do.
species thing, and then toggle Empire species.
Yeah, I only have Ascension bug.
Huh.
That's why I'm still getting. That's why I was checking the global. I'm like, I have no idea where the Raxar come from. Well, I guess we'll just see if it goes away. I know I was.
Yeah.
I know I was researching tech. I got still 6 months away from it. Is there like? Do I have? I have an observation post. I have no idea.
Boy, I sure excited to see what's beyond this little gate here. This tiny little baby gate.
It does sound like a pretty good gate.
Should be a pretty quaint gate.
That's a nice gate. Skittles make such a satisfying sound when you like hold them in your hand and you shake them like dice.
Truly.
I don't know if anyone can hear that.
I can. Which means everyone can.
Our construction is complete. Technology conceived.
Oh, we banned the slave trade. Look at us being good. When did we do that?
We did it to, because we don't do slaves, and it would harm anyone that does do slaves. But also,
Oh, that's right.
it's for the goodness of it.
We did the right thing for all the wrong reasons. I remember now.
Hey, Trading coalition, we're your rivals. Where are you even? I mean, I'll declare rivalry. I'll take the free influence.
We have surveyed the system. Technology conceived.
Okay, let's see. Yeah, okay. Unclose your borders. That's fine.
Carson Confederacy. Thank you, Dean. Oh, we can let them cry. Boo-hoo, get over yourselves. Anyway. Oh, let's give a pause. Can we get a pause real quick?
Yeah. Give you a little pause.
Okay. Great template. What can we do here? I have a trait point, and I don't have any trait picks. Which really means I can either get rid of weak, or I can get rid of sedentary. We're gonna get rid of weak, because I think that will just up our... That'll up us really
Output
nice.
in general.
Yeah. 27 months, that's not too bad. And our military fleet's all nice and repaired. Do you think a 4.8K isn't going to be able to take down 5377? You don't think, right?
Nah, it should be fine.
Yeah, no, we're not going to risk it. It's also 5377. Let's go for these guys, that way we can actually get to the squiggle. Do I only have the 2 construction ships? I do. So I'm sending a construction ship kind of over to Bastamore, and then from there I'm going to try to head him off up to probably Baxam. Is that the name of it? Yeah, Baxam. And I'm going to kind of claim Baxam. That's going to act as kind of my cutoff point from the Narrabite Trading Coalition. You can have that triangle-ish area right under them, if you can kind of cut them off from it. The one south of Borse, or Borca.
One south of Borse. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, you can have that whole triangle. Can you see Baxam?
I cannot. I don't see. I see Impam, Zom, and Borse.
Okay, so
Or Borse.
Zom has a star leading off kind of like downish right. The
Yeah.
next star right there, that's Baxam. I'm going to claim that star. Once my worker, he's got something to do over there first, but once he can.
Okay.
And then I'm going to try to kind of portion out that little area. There's a lot there,
Mm.
but it's also the double whammy of being right next to the xenophobics.
Yup.
Hiccups. Hiccups. Oh, why did... Oh, we paused for me. We can unpause now.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's pick up the speed probably a little bit. Anyway. How's my chat doing? Or anyone who's still lurking around?
Simulated knowledge.
I may have already asked this to a lot of you, but just in general. Anyone who hasn't felt like they've answered. Gooey, you're doing good? Is Gooey good? Is that youngin'
Sounds
speech?
good to me.
Yeah, Gooey does sound good. Doing good? It's a good. It is good. I like to hear people doing good.
Our technicians managed to, hey, let's do a little pause real quick. Let's see, our technicians managed to lift the lockdown from the L gate near the Devil's Maw, but as soon as permanent link was established to the L cluster, a massive incoming subspace surge was detected. We were able to restrict this potential invasion force from using our gate while still retaining access for ourselves. Fortunately, the incoming surge was diverted to the other L gates in the Alex Galaxy, strange vessels consisting of nanites, pouring through these now fully active gates, attacking everything in sight. All attempts to communicate with these machines have failed. In the wake of their passage, the L gates, we have detected a repeating subspace transmission emitting from the L cluster.
Yeah, I think that we just got
The gray swarm.
yeah.
Yeah, we did. You want to
Um
try seeing what we can do with them?
Okay. So, we were aware of this. Opening a L gate is a bit of a Pandora's box. And we got, we'll say, not one of the good ones. we kind of have two options here. We can revert back a bit and leave the box closed, which will buy us some time until probably one of the other empires opens it. Let's be real.
Mm-hmm.
Which will buy us some time, and we can try to take it on. Or we can try to take it on now, but it very, very well could be the inevitable end of this campaign.
Well, I'll say this as well. We could try taking them on, and if it doesn't go well, we can revert back to where we are now and say, "Wow, what a crazy dream that was."
We can dream sequence it.
This is our top scientist putting us through possible scenarios.
Do I have a poll command? I feel like I have a poll command. 1 second. I don't know how my poll command works. Do not take them on, we'll die. We kind of know we're gonna die, but we're also kind of just thinking like, do we do it for the lulz? Just to see what happens.
Because I mean, if we die, then we just have to start a new game. Is that awful?
Not the worst. Does this work? Nope. They have multiple 30k fleets. Oh, we know. um,
Just so you know, my current fleet power total is 3.3k.
I got 4.8. If we add ourselves together,
It's a little less than 10.
yeah. But
Alright.
wait, but we also have Cyrax with us. And 10 times 3 is 30. So that's 30k. Which means we could definitely take him, right?
Yeah, no problem. As long as we take them one fleet at a time and have time to repair our fleets afterwards.
Oh, the Bucks. No, we're aware, Dean. The question is not whether or not we will die. The question is whether or not we let it happen for the integrity of it. Because that's kind of the whole thing with Stellaris. We can heads or tails it.
Well, here's what I'll say. I think we should roll it back a little bit and focus on building a little bit. Because from reading the access fragments, it's been a while since I had the gray fleet. I forgot what it's called, but it sounds like there's a single facility we need to destroy, and the fleets aren't going to be coming out of my L gate right now, so I would be able to go in and do a precision strike. But I don't know how difficult taking out that facility is going to be. So it's not like we need to take them all head on. It's you just need to destroy their command center basically in the L cluster.
I'm assuming the command center probably is going to have a fleet strength of close to 50 to 100.
Yeah, that's a good guess. But
Do we? Here's what I say. We are going to roll it back. Let's resume for a little bit to kind of show the people what we're talking about and why we're rolling it back.
yeah, okay.
Does
Just
that
hit a
make
little
sense?
play. Let's hit play and let the Great Tempest wreak havoc for a little bit, and
You
then
kinda
roll
see.
back.
Kind of see what we're talking about.
All right, I'm hitting play,
Okay.
and I'm gonna send in.
See if you can get like a little bit of a spy on it too. See what we're dealing with.
Yeah.
We have surveyed the system.
Oops, looks like my fleet has already been engaged. Because I have 2 L gates.
Oh, and did one of them have it?
Yeah, one of them came out and took out my whole fleet. No trouble, it's fine.
Oh, all of my leaders are dying.
Well,
Which one of you was that? It was yous. You died.
people are opening borders to us now, though.
Yeah, it's because we just triggered a global crisis. Everyone actually works together when those happen. Well, most people. Cries in COVID. Okay. I'm trying to find the Grey Swarm. I want to show them off to someone. Sorry, I couldn't help it. Is it here? Ah, here's one of them. Wait! Don't leave yet. Is this one of them? Yeah. So basically, we have these $30,000 30,000 power big boys just going around and wrecking stuff.
Yeah, the terminal egress star. There's looks like 4 fleets of 30k each that we'd need to punch through to find wherever the facilities are. Pretty
Okay.
sweet.
Okay. I mean, to be entirely honest, these 30k fleets are not at all showing up in my territory.
Yeah, you don't have any L-gates in your territory,
Yeah.
so it's gonna take a little bit. Is my can you actively see in my territory?
I can't actively see your territory. Do you have?
There's
Oh,
one in
you do have
Amir
one.
at Mir. Here, and I can pause it so we can take a little peeky at them.
Yeah, I was looking at one of them a little bit that I found in our other friend's territory. Yeah, these guys. And all their little nanite ships. Just destroying everything.
Mm-hmm.
L-gates are predetermined, right? Like, there's not, like, the L-gate event is always going to be this.
I believe so, to a point at least.
Okay.
To the point that I don't think that we'd be able to change the outcome. Although I'll say it seems like there's the Gray Tempest seems to be there are 3 possibilities basically, all involving the same storyline as to what happened out there. This is the bad possibility. The good possibility is that the Gray Tempest all coalesces into a single individual with one consciousness. Is like, oh hey, I'll work for you. I could be an admiral or a very powerful ship or a advisor if you want. I could fill any of those roles.
Okay.
And that's pretty sweet. That's the one I was hoping for. Either that or the dragon one.
Space dragons are always great.
Space dragons are pretty great. Well, shall we
Okay.
roll it back?
Let's roll it back. And we'll leave Pandora's
Ah,
box to be closed to another day.
in-game loading is disabled in multiplayer. We'd have to exit to menu.
Yes. Yeah, to be honest, this is actually easier than what I'm dealing with right now in your game. Stuck completely lost. Ooh, what one did you get, Dean? What treat did the Stellaris gods bear upon you? Did you make a deal with otherworldly entities about certain pacts that need to be fulfilled in certain years, like 50 years time? I believe is what it is. That's 50. That's not 50, is it? Is it 50? Shrouded
Something
Worlds
like
event.
50. 50 or 80. Those are the numbers that are popping in my head. Might also just be 5 years. I don't remember.
Just remember, if you pick up psychic powers and you're talking to an otherworldly entity, and they offer you immense power for a short time with an unspecified cost, do it. Just always say yes.
Mm-hmm.
I promise you, all your planets aren't going to get eaten into shrouded worlds that are no longer habitable by anyone, and there's not going to be any massive monster, planet-consuming monster that gets stronger with every planet it destroys. Nothing like that. It's completely
Nah, you'll
entirely
be fine.
safe.
You're totally fine. All right, yeah. So we need to exit to menu, my good friend.
Yep. Oh, I gotta exit the menu too, don't I?
I guess I could probably kick you, but
I'll exit the menu while we do reset. You got the contingency in the year 2310 while a war in heaven was happening. Also, crisis strength is at 5 times and max difficulty. Rip. Oh. See, our thing is, here's the thing. The Grey Fleet, if we had, to be honest, if we had a Guardian type Fallen Empire who could wake up, I would have pushed through. I don't think we do we?
we got xenophobes.
We got the Xenophobes, and I don't think we have another Fallen Empire.
Okay, we should be good for you to load back in.
Okay.
Pre-mistake.
Pretty mistake. Wasn't a mistake, it was an experience.
Mm-hmm.
I've had too many Skittles and now my mouth hurts.
That's okay. I think I'm edging on a few too many Cadbury eggs.
You have Cadbury eggs,
Yeah.
and you're not sharing?
Here, open your mouth. I'll give it.
Just throw it.
Here you go.
Throw it. My mouth's open. Does that work?
It doesn't fit. I'm sorry.
Damn electricity and its limitations.
Why can't electricity just move you? Come on. Just turn electric and
I've
go
watched
through the
Willy
wires.
Wonka. I know it's possible.
Yeah, just rip yourself apart into particles flying through the air.
There were no side effects, too. I watched Willy Wonka.
Yeah, no side effects. Perfectly healthy. It's fine. If you come out short, they just stretch you out real tall, real nice and tall. Better than before.
Better than before. Random things I have at my desk. A pocket knife that I use as a letter opener. I don't know if I can show those on Twitch, so I'm not going to. But there's one on my desk, and I just like... It's random. I mean, I have it like it is a letter opener. It's a tool that I use for stuff, but I also have Tums. The mini batteries pulled out of a bigger battery, and super glue. And toothpaste and toothbrush. I don't know why they're at my desk, but they are. Okay. I'm
Oh, wait.
good.
Will let me start now?
It says only the host can start. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, okay. There we go. Sorry about that.
How dare you?
Okay. Well, with that news, oh, that's what's going on over there.
Challenge ship. Try making a world where everyone, including yourself, is a fanatic purifier empire. In the next game, that is.
What a quaint notion.
Now, did it take us all? How far back did this take us?
A bit.
It took us back a bit.
Yeah.
Oh, it's okay. It's kind of on us for not saving sooner. Um, let's see, where are you versus you? Yeah, I remember where this is. You can go over there. Okay. I need more administrative offices, Ben.
Well,
I have expanded
Our
too much.
construction is complete.
The bureaucracy has not expanded enough for the expanding bureaucracy. What am I to do?
a little backflip.
Technology
Do a barrel roll.
conceived.
Okay. Where are you going? You're gonna go up here. I think. Right? Yep, we're gonna go send you up there.
We have found an anomaly.
Wherever you are, research that anomaly. Okay. Raw scan. It's got some physical research. Anyway.
Technology conceived.
Oh yes, I remember this one now. Cause that was the one that actually let me do this. Okay. Now that all the repairs are done on this fleet, what do I want to do with it? That's right. Take out the squiggly. I remember where we were now. We are back in business.
Excellent. Good to hear.
We
Can we
have
pause?
accumulated knowledge.
Yes. I'll allow it.
I gotta figure out. I got a timed. Oh, it takes me getting a construction ship all the way over there. Should have paid attention to where that was. Resume. I don't think I can do that, to be honest.
Can do what? Oh, the timed event.
Yeah. I'm not gonna worry about it.
We have
I
surveyed
just
the system.
it would be quicker to build a ship and send a ship there, and I don't have time to build a ship. So, 'cause it takes a construction ship, not my science ship. But that's okay.
We have surveyed the system.
Magmon. Where's my other science ship? No, that's not. That's what I thought. You lied to me. Go serve that system. Yep, I'm gonna build a starbase there. I should have gone for. What is this one? I think. Oh, we'll go for that. We'll go for better stability.
Ooh, hold up a sec.
What'd you find?
Pure civilization more technically advanced than even our own construct these structures of organic growing chambers. Some of the West more fungoids seem to have been in the stomachs of their creator species as a livestock. Awesome. Just found some wild eukaryotes on one of my planets.
Okay. I like you meet some eukaryotes.
Yeah. That's quaint and interesting.
I have oxymoronic stuck in my head. I hope that you do know that if you claim a system near the xenophobic fallen empire next to you, they're just saying because you don't know. I did know, but I do appreciate the warning.
It's a good warning to
It's
give
a
out
very
freely.
good warning. Um, this is why we got the star buffer. I just don't even want to touch him. You're going to raid me, but took a sweet time going live. I'm sorry, Ram. I'm sorry. I've been streaming for a bit now. I hope you rated someone good, though. You gotta spread that love around. We'll give you a shout out either way. Even if you didn't raid me, I'll still give you a shout out. Oh, you're playing
It's very.
Borderlands 3? What was it what you were gonna say, Ben?
Oh, I already forgot. It was gonna be a little biting quip, but I forgot what it was.
I already shouted you out. So you can't do that self-promotion crap. I've already shouted you out. I'm one step ahead of you. Take that, ego. Look, you can shout yourself out. Technically, you can. You actually have access to the shoutout command. But that is very poor etiquette. You there, Ben?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you order a hard drive, Ben?
I have not ordered it yet. I'm still looking at a few things.
How about a soft drive?
Yeah. I've always got a soft
Our
drive going
construction
on.
is complete.
Yeah, if you know what I mean.
Floppy disk?
Yeah. Yeah.
I hear there's some things
Oh
you can do to
yeah.
help with that.
Nah, it's genetic. It's not. It's nothing I can do about it. Can't be fixed.
Oh, I'm tired, apparently.
Is updated.
Ooh.
There's a bit.
Let me
Moths,
pause real
there's a
quick.
bill for that.
We encountered some form of alien vessels in Betelgeuse system. These strange objects have been flight of beta. Yeah, but what are they? Oh boy, there's a few of them. Oh, what are these?
Where are they? Are they the ones that I
In,
picked up as well?
potentially in Betelgeuse.
I don't know where Beetlejuice is.
Let's see. I don't actually know where Betelgeuse is either. It is.
If we say Beetlejuice 3 times, does that mean that we're gonna have a fun adventure?
Nah, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Oh, I think I know who these are. These are probably a marauder group. They're right in the middle of our little triangle we're working on taking over.
That's where Beetlejuice is.
Let's
Oh, do we have
see,
marauders in our triangle?
It seems like it.
That could be
Which
problematic.
it could be, but it could depending. But in the meantime, we can use them on our enemies.
What we need to do is take the marauders, and then we need to just aim them at the Grey Swarm.
Yes. Declare war. Oh wait, no. Rivalry. Okay, yes.
Oh, who died? Which one of you died? A scientist died? No.
Yeah, it's the Plex Credonian Marauders. The Heaven's Gate system. Oh, they're fancy little peacock people. Oh no, they have the Hi more Dwamarks.
Oh, they're those ones?
What you want, foolish Dwamark? God, so obnoxious. Let's kill them.
I like them. They can be our friendly dual marks. Resume. Resume, Ben.
Oh, sorry. Yeah,
Dual mark. It's a me, Maradios.
that was clever, Taylor.
So it's like the voice I read it in. Ah, very sleepy moth redeeming a random fact. What random fact should we go with today? This place needs energy credits, but I don't have energy credits. It's kind of a random fact. It's not what I'm going for, though. Mostly you need housing, so we'll just give you housing. As for you, you're really in desperate
We
need
have
of.
surveyed the system.
Guess we'll go for energy credits. Because I can't see the thing I was actually looking for. Oh, it's right there. We're gonna go for I really need the administration capacity, so some synaptic nodes. Anyway, okay, so random fact. Can I get a pause so I can on this for this random fact here, if that's okay?
Yeah.
All right. Also gonna put a synaptic node here. I just really need that bandwidth. Okay. So, random fact, and this is one, and I'm going to preface this with this is a family-friendly channel. And this random fact is about the origin of cuss words. I don't know why I'm prefacing that, but we're just going to say that right now. But the origin of cuss words in society, or rather, words that are taboo as we know them, actually has a fairly interesting historical precedence for why there's a certain set of words that are considered cuss words. Because the thing is, people, for about as long as we have been able to write, have had writing things. This is family friendly. Okay. For example, the flipping the bird, the middle finger, whatever you're familiar with it, raising the one finger over the others. We know dates back at least to ancient Roman times, where they would still flip each other off. It's a very old human tradition. And the reason why flipping people off is used, by the way, is because the ancient Romans thought it looked like a bit of male anatomy. That's where it comes from.
Can't imagine which bit.
Can't imagine which bit doesn't take. Anyway, that's where middle fingers come from. That's why that's a sign. But there's also like on the walls of Pompeii, there's graffiti, and oh, Dan's a bad word, and like all that kind of stuff. Like, yeah, it's all along the walls of Pompeii. Like, people have been doing this for about as long as you could imagine. There you go, Ram. But one of the interesting things about taboos is it's not necessarily a modern thing. They weren't necessarily taboos. It's specifically a kind of an English language thing. Because, and this is kind of very interesting. For example, we're gonna get that's when you read the scripture, the English translated scripture. One of the things that has been omitted is that in the original Greek and Hebrew translations, certain apostles had very strong language. They write a whole bunch of words that we would consider cuss words because there wasn't necessarily a taboo on it. The taboo on these words, which is very prevalent in English, actually comes from the class and hierarchical structure of England. Because when you had the two ruling parties in England, when the Normans invaded, you had the French and the Anglo-Saxon French nobility and Anglo-Saxon commoners. And a lot of the words that the commoners were considered beneath or common to the nobles, or vulgar. Vulgar literally meaning basically common or commoner. it was beneath them to say these words because they would use the French words. Which is why, if you look at all English cuss words, they are by and large German in nature. So if you look at the English word and you look at the German word, they are very, very similar. Especially for right off my head, the A word, the F word, and the S word. Family-friendly streams, so I won't see them. You should know what they are. But that is actually where the word vulgar comes from, and it's why there is such a taboo. It's actually a taboo that the French nobility had against the German commoner words that wasn't as civilized, and it kind of put it beneath it. And that's where a lot of the taboos against those words come from,
Like
is actually the
words
class
like
system.
swine and dog. Very bad words. Very common.
But yeah, there you go.
One German swear word I know.
And it's also why a lot of in a lot of cultures they don't take swearing as harsh as America does. Like America is really like, it's because we then took that kind of upper class ideology of needing to like the separation, and we really ran with it as a foundational thing. Because of the origins of American and American culture, we have a very, very harsh. We really took that stigma in particular with it. So there you go. It's true that in America during the Cold War, the word communist was used as an insult, or am I wrong in that? It is 100% true.
Mm-hmm.
And
it's still kind of true today.
It's still kind of true today. Like, saying that you're a communist today does get you a lot. It's very questionable to still do today.
Back in the day, originally, and correct me if I'm wrong, it was less of an insult and more of an indictment. During the Cold War, it's like, you're a communist, like that's insulting, but also you might get investigated now and fired and a lot of other stuff. It's
during what's called the Red Scare. It was very, very common for anyone who was believed to have communist sympathies to be investigated and or arrested.
Yeah.
And even people who, like, prominent people who were suspected to have sympathies kind of got this too. A great example is, we'll actually tie this into another random fact here. This will be the random fact for Ram, who redeemed one. Charlie Chaplin. Charlie Chaplin is a very well-known historical figure. If you don't know who he is the man. He is the only other man who's well known for having a certain terrible mustache decision. That will not be said the name of the other man from the 1940s who did horrid things, who also had a bad mustache decision. Charlie Chaplin, bowler cap, cane, toothbrush, mustache.
Slapstick
physical comedy. Charlie Chaplin is, and to get this right out of the way, by the way, Charlie Chaplin is not a role model. He should not be used as a role model. He had very, very questionable choices. And for context, what I'm referring to this is he had his first wife was his 16-year-old girlfriend, who he married after a pregnancy scare. And 16-year-old girlfriend does not sound good. It is not helped by the fact that he was 27 at the time. And this continued until his last wife. Oh, and there's like a whole bunch of stuff like where he was very mentally manipulative and very not good to his first wife. He had, by the time he got to his fourth wife, he married his fourth wife. She was 18 and he was 54, I think. There's a 36-year gap between him and his fourth wife's age. Chaplin had major issues. Outside of Chaplin's major marital issues, there was the matter of politics and religion. Chaplin was an outspoken atheist at his time, as well as very, very much a socialist. He grew up right around the time of World War II. He very much he was a leftist. He was very much a communist ideologically in a lot of ways. He very much sympathized with them. He wasn't a communist. I should clarify that. He just sympathized with them and had some opinions that were a little bit more leaning that way. He did an entire movie called The Great Dictator, which is actually a really good movie. I do highly recommend it. In terms of the speech at the end of the movie is particularly pretty good. Just a good classic piece of film. Charlie Chaplin problematics aside, film-wise, story-wise, worth the watch. It holds some cinematic significance. Um, but because of this, he was vehemently blacklisted and ridiculed by even the FBI, trying to ruin his reputation. Not because, mind you, of the very obvious scandals of him marrying underage women. Not for that. They could have cared less about that. They were trying to ruin his reputation because he had potential communist sympathies. And they tried to play that up, and it makes it actually really hard to study what Chaplin did or didn't do, because even in the time period, there's a lot of slander against him because of that may or may not be true because of his leanings, and that was kind of just a very common thing in American history. And like Charlie Chaplin's an example of someone who had the protection of being famous, but there's a lot of people who just disappeared because of that. You heard that he who must not be named stash was originally handlebar. So he had to cut down toothbrush mustache so he could wear gas mask. So it was my original random fact and all that. Your original random fact was the history of Charlie Chaplin. It was all one bundled up bag of the history of Charlie Chaplin and the Red Scare. But yeah, that is also, I've heard that's true. I cannot collaborate if that is true.
Corroborate.
Corroborate that one, if that is true. I have heard that it is true. I do believe that it is known he had a handlebar mustache. I think the rest is implied in guesswork. So, I have also heard it implied that he had it trimmed to further distance himself from the Tsars and whatnot of Germany that came before him, who had some just real epic facial hair. I have heard that too, and let's be real, both are entirely possible. What men will do to not be related to things is amazing. Anyway, there's the random facts. We can resume now.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know if Moth's still here, but I hope you enjoyed your random fact of the origin of cuss words and the taboo. What a ride. Yep.
Technology.
Oh. And in case anyone's wondering, the Charlie Chaplin stuff is stuff that I've known about for a really long time, since high school, when I originally looked it up. The origin of the word vulgar and cuss words in English is something I actually only learned about today, due to watching a TikTok video and then spending about 30 to 45 minutes down a Google rabbit hole reading through the origins of cuss words.
Good use of time.
If you aren't aware, a lot of the quirks of English come from the fact that we had French nobility and Anglo-Saxon commoners. Like a previous random fact that's been mentioned was that's why we have the words chicken versus poultry or beef and cow, is because the name of the food was the Norman French word for it, because, you know, they would eat beef because that's what they would call it, but then the commoners would eat cow because, well, it's a cow, we're going to eat it. And then that's kind of what led to having two words for it, as English kind of merged together, which has already been mentioned. It's also why chicken is more commonly known as chicken, is because chicken was a commoner peasant food at the time. So calling it chicken has kind of stuck around for a while. Okay.
Technology conceived.
Where is this? Where are you? Oh, you're over here. No, go over here. Go survey that system. Okay. Guess we're gonna build that. Because I don't know what else to build. And I guess we're gonna build iron thrusters. There we go. Bum bum ba ba dum bum bum ba da ba dum ba dum bum ba ba dum bum. Phenomena. You failed.
Hey, what color is a good color? Red, green, or blue?
Okay, first off, I'm gonna pause. Second off, if I tell you a good color, is that going to help you?
Yes, it's a random choice. It's for an event. There's a
Oh,
red
so
serum,
it,
a
it
green
says
serum,
the
or a blue
words red.
serum.
So okay, you gotta pick the words red, green, or blue.
Yes.
Okay.
I know. I can't remember which one does which, but I know any of them will be useful in their own way.
I know they're all useful in their own way. Moth says green. I like the sound of green.
I also like green. Green is my favorite color.
Yeah.
It's often the only color I can see.
What do you mean your hair's not green?
Boy, what a
My
mind-shattering reveal that was in 5th grade.
my favorite thing was playing RuneScape with you back in the day.
Ah,
Whenever
yes.
whenever you had decided to like independently like recolor
Create
your
my own
hair or
hair.
something,
Yeah.
and I just like see your character log in and I'd just be like, this kid, he has no idea what color anything is.
No idea. Apparently, I had like pink hair for a while that I thought was green.
Hmm?
That
And
was
like
epic.
not like he thought he had like green hair. No, we're talking like flamingo pink.
Which is a rare mistake for me, but for whatever reason, it's like, oh yeah, that's a nice forest green. Perfect.
I think it was I'm gonna be honest, I think it was partially because of kind of like lower res graphics.
That probably played a big part in it,
But
but doesn't change the fact that pixelated pink is still pink.
pixelated pink is pink. Pink, pink, what's wrong with pink? I think you got a pink kink in your think. That's a
It stinks.
that's a random thing. Does anyone know that song?
I do. It's from Seuss's. Dr. Seuss's.
Is it from that's not from Dr. Seuss.
I think you got a pink kink in your think. I'm pretty sure it is. He's someone's. I think it's actually the Grinch's. It's one of the Grinch, but not the. Is it the
It is from
Grinch?
a Pixar short.
Oh, that one.
You
Well,
just
the Grinch gives.
bound, bound and
Yeah,
rebound. First you're up right next to the sky. If you think you can do it, then you give it a try.
there's this one nightmare-inducing Dr. Seuss animated movie thing where
Aren't
the
they all?
Grinch is. Yeah, but this one is more so than the others. It a young boy is running away from home and is going through a nightmare realm that the Grinch has created, I guess, and is just like, "Hey, why are you so mean, Mr. Grinch?" And Grinch is just like, I'll explain why," and lecture you at the same time. And he sings a song that sounds kind of silly. I don't know. I don't remember what it was called,
Is this
but
before or after Dr. Seuss says the terrible things about minorities?
no idea.
Okay.
I was not aware of those allegations at the time that I was watching this, so I'm not really too sure of timelines on all those.
Oh, I have. So I have a book, and it's The Call of Cthulhu for children.
Mhm.
And basically, someone took The Call of Cthulhu and dubbed it down removed all of the not necessarily good for children. Like it's still Cthulhu, so it's still probably questionable. But like the overt racism, I guess, just to say it that way, from it to make it like much more child friendly, and then did it in the style of Dr. Seuss. And
Mm,
the irony of recent events with Lovecraft and with Lovecraft for obvious reasons, and like the recent realization of the media about Dr. Seuss and his opinions has just made me love the book all the more.
mhm. What a pairing. I mean, hit play again. Are you? Oh,
Yeah,
if
we can resume.
that's cool. Cool.
I forgot that you'd paused for me, and I was waiting for you to hit resume, as I do.
All right. Green was adaptability. Has been improved by, yeah, bioadaptability trait we now have,
Bioadaptability.
which I believe just improves our adaptability by 5%, which is good.
Okay, that is pretty good. I'll take it.
Excellent.
Where are you going? What are you doing? You're going there. Do I have 3 science ships? I do have 3 science ships. Okay. Interesting. One of you is going to need to get your butt over to the other side of the galaxy, though. I'm going to say it's going to be you. You are going to reassess your... There you go.
Life choices.
I mean, yeah, you can reassess your life choices. Not to get too deep on stream here. If you had the ability to go back in time and change anything, would you?
Depends on the sort of time travel and what we know about it.
Ram would. See, I would not. Here's my thing. I would not, assuming that you weren't aware of the implications of what changing it would cause. Because everything good, no matter how bad things are, everything good about it could potentially be undone. Does that make sense? If we went back in time and I changed
Mhm.
it. In general, for me, either or. But like, if you have different answers for like in general, because like the thing is like in a personal sense, if I were to go back in time and change something that I feel, are we paused for a particular reason or?
Oh yeah, I was getting graded,
Okay, you're
but
good.
I'm good now.
Okay, yeah. In my personal timeline, if I were to go back in time and change something specific, no matter how minor, I don't know what good things that I have lived through now I would lose, and I don't want to lose those. No matter how bad things are, I don't want to lose those. I guess 'cause things could always be worse. It would be a better way to put that. And I kind of feel the
It's a good
same
point.
way. I kind of feel the same way in general, too. Like if I were to go back in time and try to prevent something, I have no way of knowing what other things could happen. That could potentially be so much worse. So I just don't think I would. Because like you can always work to build where you are better. You don't know what would happen if you change the past. Like if the
Yeah.
damage has been done, you can work on repairing it.
Here's a rephrasing though. Me and some of my friends talk a lot about a fantasy we all have in common, which is being able to go back in time with all your memories and retaining all your memories and knowledge of the current present, and basically just going back to childhood and starting over. That way you don't miss out on any of your experiences, but you can guide things to a more favorable outcome potentially, or just handle things better.
Moth would 100%. It sounds like on that one.
Yeah, yeah. If
Um,
you can go back and, because that one's a lot easier for me because it's like it's just you and your own business kind of thing. It's not a go back and kill Hitler and see who takes his place kind of thing. It's a hey, go avoid that very embarrassing situation you once had and actually commit to learning the piano instead, you know?
I oh, that's a good one.
Oh yeah, Ram brings up a very good point. Investing.
Invest in Bitcoin.
Yeah.
See, here's the problem. My mind still takes this too literal, to where I'm like, I'm still paranoid about what I would lose. Like, even with the knowledge that I have, there's that question
Construction is
of
complete.
um what would I lose? Like, what decision would I intentionally choose to make that I think would put myself in a better spot, but actually wouldn't?
Mhm.
And that's my problem. I do certainly wish, like, oh, it's tricky. That's a much trickier question for me. I still don't think I would, but I would much more consider it.
Mhm.
I wouldn't change anything until now. I'd just be retired and have better teeth. There you go, Ram. Um. Oh, I don't know. Oh, posture check. Thank you, Mara. I do posture check. See, my biggest thing about going back. So let's say, more maybe not. Yeah, yeah. I just because there's certain things like I wish I had certain maturity and concepts and ideas, things that I know about myself now. I wish I had known back in high school. That would make my life now much easier. But I know those things now, and I can actually process them now. And I think that's better than if I were to try to go back and process through them then. Because I think basically I'm going to run into this risk of this infinite loop of thinking I know what would make my life better with that knowledge, and just basically groundhog daying myself. Because it's never going to be perfect. So I
We
don't know.
have surveyed the system.
I guess I'm just more of a let things be the way they are, and I'll figure it out in the end. Certain events wouldn't happen, and who knows if other people around you would grow. Exactly. It is so many. It's the stupid butterfly effect. That's the problem. If it was like just isolated just to me, it wouldn't be a problem. But the problem is like it's never just you. I don't know.
We have surveyed
I'm
the
getting
system.
philosophical again. It must be getting late.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the only time you ever get deep in thought.
Yep.
Ah.
You kidding? The problem is they never shut up. People are like, Taylor, I asked you what you wanted for lunch, not for the philosophy of does life really matter? And are we truly that insignificant?
You do be questioning that quite often, though.
That's true. So I'm gonna tell people I know better, understand other people who know they'd be if crap didn't happen. Yeah. Exactly. I'm. My mind doesn't shut off. That's my problem. My mind's like, you were trying to have a nice, relaxing evening? Nope, psych. Brain
My
go
mind used to
burr.
not shut off.
Where'd I put them Skittles?
Our construction is complete.
Tada got smart and put the Skittles outside of immediate view, so current Tada can't find them. Because I shouldn't eat anymore. My mouth hurts from eating them. But naturally, I want to eat more of them because they're Skittles.
Mm-hmm. Very tasty. Much delicious.
Okay, let's see. I can build 2 star stations. Let's build one here. Let's upgrade that 2-star, but we're gonna need to maximize this while we do this. And we're gonna build one here, and that's gonna be kind of our latest defense point against the scary things of the galaxy. Oh, that's right. I was gonna send something up here to do thing. We'll move him up there, and once he's ready, we'll build one there.
We have adapted our species to suit our needs.
Oh, yay! Why are you telling me about the Raxar? Who are the Raxar? You can't tell me I can modify them when I can't actually modify them. And I really wish you would stop lying to me like this.
System. Our construction is complete.
Okay. My brain sometimes it was going burr so hard today in all the best ways. And I was trying to talk to someone and the mouth just would not English. No matter how much I wanted it to talk in like semi-comprehensible things, just wouldn't do it.
Just can't make it.
He, Mortal Max. What do you want, foolish Tomac? What happens to make your face look like that? Reactor accident? Vacuum exposure? Yeah! Look at you. I like the burbs.
It's not very nice.
I like the burbs.
It's quite rude, in fact.
Can we give a pause?
Yeah, I suppose.
And transmission. Okay. First off, we got more of these. I'm in the positive for energy again.
That's
But
good.
now I'm running out of exotic gases.
I'm only at a -2 for energy right now. Myself.
Let's buy some exotic gases. And let's come, I think up here was the one I was going to. I want to replace this with another exotic gas refinery. Because I'm running low on that. Okay. And we'll upgrade that too. I'm good to unpause now. Let's do that. And that. Okay. Probably that. That'll make sure we have enough for a good bit. This here is gonna annoy me.
What?
On my galaxy borders, it's like got all of my borders traced out, but because there's not a star in the center of like one section, there's an unclaimed section of space with no star in it or anything. It's like they wanted to annoy me.
I see what you mean.
Where are oh, you were fighting something. Should be another good one.
Technology conceived.
Ion thrusters. Go with that. Scientist died. Research ship scientist.
Federation level unlocked.
Ooh, what do we get?
We have federal attaches, gain 1 unity for each envoy attached to the Federation. Ship speed is increased by 10% while in Federation space. And Federation influence gain +1.
Should we bump up Federation control to medium?
Probably. Perhaps.
I don't want to do. Let's do. I'll bump it up then. Okay.
Our construction is complete.
Oh, I need to pause. Let's try to figure out where these things are. That's anomaly.
Our construction is complete.
Lots of little things happening. Okay. Yeah, we'll do that. Star bases. We want gun batteries and solar panels. Definitely solar panels. Okay. And now science ship. There we go. Oh, there we go. Okay. I'm good to resume now.
There you go.
We're heading back to repair. I've opened the route to the squiggly, by the way.
Excellent, my friend.
Oh, that's actually a really good location for them, to be honest. The, Marauders.
Yeah?
Yeah. As long as they don't go, like, con on us, we'll be fine.
God.
If they go con on us, we're gonna be one of the first to go.
Yeah. It's true enough. We just gotta be very powerful. That's all there is to it. Hmm.
Which of my science ships got, like, oh, they're probably up here when that Empire kicked them out, I'm assuming. I just want to be friends. And they ain't letting us be friends.
No friends.
Terrible people.
Hmm. Point.
The terrible people. The terrible people. Anyway.
That was a good song, Taylor.
It's a good song. I'm tired. I sing more when I'm tired.
Yeah.
My coworker said that I'm the only person he's ever worked with who can sing and narrate the fact that he's working on a spreadsheet.
Well,
Because I was bored. I was working on a
right, though?
spreadsheet. Yes.
good.
I'm pretty sure half the time my brain is. If I was in a musical, I'm pretty sure my brain wouldn't notice sometimes.
You build research stations and yeah.
it wasn't for, and not to start crap with musical lovers here, because I actually enjoy some musicals. What I hate about musicals is they're all in the same music style.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I'm not the biggest fan of musicals. The
Like,
very reason that I don't particularly care for the music. Generally, there are
yeah,
exceptions.
it's like I wish the musicals, the music featured in the musicals, was more diverse and better fit.
And less just a jaunty narration.
Yeah, and it's like it's the fact that it's show tunies. Let's be real here.
It's show
Like,
tunes and show
yeah,
tunies. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
like it's not that I don't hate it. It's just that it's not like not my style, and it's been very well done, like well beaten, well overdone. It would take so much influence to build a starbase that far away.
Pieces of the ephemeral puzzle.
Oh
Ooh,
yes, this is the fleet command one.
subtle distortions in hyperspace centered on a starbase at Arizona. The effect presented in real space. Yes, fascinating. Cloud snagged. Okay, let's see which of my science ships. You. Begin immediately. And press play again.
Wait. I got the same thing. I gotta. All my science ships are busy. I mean, that one's going over there. What one are you? You're doing that thing. I think I'm gonna have to build a brand new science ship because this one's missing still. Resume though. Two 8283 0926. I don't know if I have time for that. It would be we're just gonna have to build a new one. Okay. What we're doing here? We need housing and we need jobs. And that needs housing district it is. What do you need here? You need housing. You're doing pretty good on everything. Don't have a lot of mineral output here. He's gonna have to accept that. So here we're going to build. Oh, we don't have a unity thing. We build a unity thing. Was that a Star Trek? My whistling?
Technology conceived.
Was my whistling Star Trek? Is that what the question is?
To be honest, I didn't even notice you
Yes.
whistling.
To answer that question, no.
Technology
I'm
conceived.
going to have to admit a fault of my own here, in that I have never
Uh-oh.
watched Star Trek.
Oh no. None of them?
None of them.
Not even one?
I have seen clips of them.
Oh,
I have
Taylor.
seen parts of them, but I've never watched a full episode of Star Trek.
Oh, Taylor.
I really want to.
Oh, Taylor.
And I'm going to count this as a failure of Ben as my best friend.
Are you
And
kidding me?
a devoted Trekkie. He should have encouraged me to do so.
It's inconceivable that I didn't. It's inconceivable that I didn't have you watch the one with the whales. where Chekhov just goes around asking random people on the street, nuclear vessels? You know nuclear vessels? Do you have any nuclear vessels? And the scene is absurdly long of him just doing that.
Sounds
It's
about
very
right.
entertaining.
Ram says, best hand camp. I assume so. Mayor has never seen it either. So, nuclear vessels?
Nuclear vessels?
Whistles?
Chekhov.
Um, also never seen
Uh,
Star Wars. She has seen Star Wars now, but the only girl I have ever dated that was not my wife had never seen Star Wars.
wasn't that? Did we
It
watch
was
Star Wars as
Puffalo.
part of
It's
the?
Puffalo if you ever see her in chat, by the way. She's
Didn't we? What was it we were watching at that
for
one
for
prom date
for
thing we were all
I
on?
think it was Homecoming, and we watched part of Star Wars, and then we broke up. Um, broke up. Our relationship was barely a relationship. It was like junior high. Like we held hands. Um, but
Yeah.
Technology conceived.
we watched part of Star Wars. Um, for like I think Homecoming, and then we never finished it out. But yeah, Star Wars was also my childhood. I remember my
It's
dad had.
important.
Oh, oh,
Are we setting it free or keeping it
I
here?
had a thing pop up, and I didn't catch what it said.
Is it a special project?
I
Oh
don't
wait,
know.
this doesn't mean that everyone. Okay.
I don't know what happened. There's something that popped up there. I saw something pop up about, and I could see that there were pronouns involved. So if I use anyone's wrong pronouns there in a moment, and I was getting a pointer out for that, I do apologize. I just glanced. I saw something about a message about pronouns on my screen, and I can't figure out where it went. So I do apologize if I used the wrong pronouns for anyone there. It was not my intent. Oh, what was I going to say?
Well, you were talking about Star Trek and
Star Wars?
prom and Star Wars.
Oh yeah, I remember during Star Wars, um, my dad had the old VHS collection that like had Darth Vader on the side of it in the box set, and I would pull out the
Yeah.
VHS and you put it in the old VCR player, and we had this little knob on it that you twist to rewind, and I just watched The Emperor Strikes Back over and over again because that was the best one. And
Mm-hmm.
I watched those, and they were all the classic ones. And it wasn't until like well into high school that I watched the remasters that most of my fellow people my age had seen.
Boy, oh boy, I don't know if they really qualify it as remastered, if you know what I mean. Oh, oof, I'm just very opinionated, older generation, so the new remakes are bad.
And then naturally, of course, there it is. It was a message. Okay, I found the message. We're good. I'm sorry if I unintentionally misgendered anyone. Just on that one, it was not my intent. If I know your pronouns, I will say them, unless my mind does not and just randomly assigns whatever. So I apologize because my brain don't work too good sometimes with that. Uh-oh, my phone's dying. I'll plug it back in. I got a charger.
Taylor, with this special project for the Gathering Swarm, should we take the course of setting it free or keeping it here?
The Gathering Swarm. Like, what do you mean?
The federal Federation event that
Oh,
Dragon
I
Cloud.
I haven't had a chance to research it yet.
Oh, sorry.
I would say keeping it here.
Try keeping it here. Okay.
Yeah.
To my knowledge, to my memory, I think the reason it's important is I think we all need to choose the same choice. Otherwise,
Oh
we
no.
aren't unified. So it's kind of up to our AI friends to make the same choice we do.
Yeah.
Our construction is complete. We have assimilated knowledge.
Okay. New housing here.
Technology conceived.
Okay. Where's my brain? My brain just did the space to burps. I've lost myself in thought. I'm back. I don't know. Does anyone ever have that where your mind like zones out for a while
Yeah.
and you're like, I'm like, where was I? Not like where was I? Like, what was I doing? But like, where did my mind come from?
Where have you been? Where did you come
Decided
from?
that I'm gonna support
go?
this and decided I'm gonna post this.
Our construction is complete.
Yeah. Yep. It's just like you're sitting there and then suddenly you're like, it just everything that comes back into focus and you're like, ooh,
Where have I been?
what year is it? I'm pretty sure my boss is going to think I'm crazy by some point because I do stuff like that.
Yeah. You are
Our
quite
situation log
insane.
is updated.
And proud.
Black hole.
Oh.
Guess I don't have a black hole observatory yet. Okay.
We all want a black hole
Whatever.
observatory.
Our special project
I
is
want a black
complete.
hole observatory.
Wait, did we set it free or keep it here?
Keep it here.
You need more food. Okay.
Dismembered cloud. With no collaborative effort having been applied this project, little can be said. Aw, man.
I just applied collaborative project.
You're so certain about the pan-dimensional cloud visiting our capitals. Theories abound, but all of us are now witness to these clouds' stormy agitation. As our physical structure breaks down, yet the clouds become less responsive to stimuli. They've begun phasing in and out of hyperspace much more rapidly. This is generating a significant amount of static on many of our communication bands. It's also providing valuable data for theoretical research in Arizona.
Why are you in Arizona? This is in
It's just,
space. You're supposed to be
yeah,
in space.
Arizona's in space.
When did we put
Just,
Arizona in space?
I did.
You did?
I put it there.
Why'd you
Yeah,
put it
it was.
there?
I just wanted to. Thought it'd be neat if we could take desert out in the ocean of the sea, of the space. Sea of stars. I don't know.
Are you
As
saying that
many grain.
the desert is the ocean of the sea?
Yeah, I was saying there's the grains of sand are as stars of the sky, and the desert and the space become one. It's beautiful if you think about it.
Moth's favorite planet, Arizona. Yeah.
Uh, yes, indeed. Very. Cloud ensnared modifier for 48 months. Immigration pull, oof. Happiness, oof. Physics from jobs, pretty okay.
Our special project is complete.
Ba ba bum. Ba dum ba dum.
The system.
Bum ba ba dum. Bum bum ba dum. Oh, by the way, the song that I was whistling earlier was Jurassic Park. Ba-dum, ba-dum, bum, bum.
Yeah. Those were good dinosaurs. Back in the days before they went and dummied down, flipping warm-blooded feathered bipeds. You kidding me? Dinosaurs with feathers being colorful? No! They're all green lizards.
You never forgave big paleontology for that, did you?
No, I still haven't. I'm putting out contracts to assassinate anyone who says dinosaurs had feathers or anything other than what was depicted in Jurassic Park.
Exact. Jurassic Park, the standard that all paleontology should be held to?
Yeah, exactly, precisely. Like a paleontologist that threatens a kid with an ancient dinosaur toenail. It's a good paleontologist right there.
Otherwise, how's the kid gonna learn?
Yeah, we gotta put down big paleontology. They're ruining. It's big paleontology is owned by the oil reserves. That's why they started spinning those lies about dinosaurs turning into oil. It's a big conspiracy. And now they're trying to gentrify the dinosaurs by saying they had feathers. It's all there. Wake up, sheeple.
No, I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to disagree with you on this. What you
Uh,
failed to realize
oh,
is that big
okay.
paleontology is actually a cult
Uh,
of
uh,
necromancers, and the whole entire oil thing is a scam, so they can secretly build up
that's
their army of giant
okay.
lizards
All
to
right. All right.
retake the
Okay.
world.
All right. Here's the thing about that, Taylor. Is you think you're onto something. You think you're real slick there, trying to correct me with something I missed. But I'm privy to information you're not. That's not big paleontology, you big doofus. That's just Gray.
Conceived.
Oh, it's just Gray.
Gray Griffin. Yeah, that's just
Oh, it's
him.
just Gray. Yeah, we
Yeah.
gotta watch him in the
That,
necromancer cults. It's the third time this week.
yeah. When is he not in a necromancer cult? Okay. That's entirely separate from big paleontology. Using oil reserves to control the market on dinosaur aesthetics.
And he's not even stealthy about it. Like, if you were to go find Gray right now and ask him, "Are you in a secret necromancer cult?" He'd 100% tell you, "Yes, yes, he is."
He would say yes, absolutely. He would.
Mhm.
It's true. It's because it's true. He's shameless.
He's shameless.
He's got nothing to hide.
He picked that up from Ram.
Boy, oh boy.
I have 4 science ships. Science
I'm
ships
just-
go burr.
Our swarm is strengthened.
Oh, I can upgrade my ships. I don't know how long I've been able to upgrade my ships. I'm fighting the hiccups, and it's not going well for me.
It's a losing battle.
It's a losing battle. I'm just gonna say that putting big in front of some random thing to make it sound imitating like a conspiracy theory is one of my favorite things in the world.
Big gravel.
Big gravel.
Our
Big
construction
gravel's
is
gonna get
complete.
you. You
They
think
are,
them
too.
dirt roads are so good? No, it's all a lie. Big gravel's holding all of the gravel for themselves. Gravel roads are where
True.
it's at.
It's true. It's not a lie. It's real.
Our swarm is strengthened.
Ship designer, what have we got today?
Okay.
Nothing.
So
I'm running at a negative for energy again.
I am too. It's
It's
negative
because my
6.
Empire Sprawl's failing again. I'm just too big.
Your spoon is too big.
My spoon is too big.
My spoon is too big. My spoon is too big.
Drew is a banana? You might be a banana, Drew. But you're not the banana that I know of the banana. That's a different banana.
The bat nana.
You know the banana Zambi.
I don't know what you're
I
talking about.
missed the bat nana.
I still got him on my bed. I sleep with him every night.
Mm.
He's got a little hole in them though.
We have surveyed the system. Technology conceived.
Banana.
Do
Oh,
not
no,
sell.
no.
Buy.
No, 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 no.
There you go. Banana, banano, bananu. The bat nana, the banana banana.
Technology conceived.
The bat nana,
The Batman.
by the way,
Our
for
construction
context,
is
is a
complete.
giant Batman costumed banana that Ben won at an amusement park.
Yeah, managed to actually, after blowing through probably $20, managed to get one of the rings around the neck of a bottle and won a giant 5-foot long banana in a Batman costume.
The bat nana.
Best $20 ever spent.
I don't think my parents are thrilled about having to haul us back home with that either.
Yeah, nah, those are good times. It's fine. It's all good.
Like, they weren't like the most angry about it, but they weren't
It's not like it was their
necessarily
$20
thrilled.
too.
It also was their $20, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
But we got the bat nana.
We did get that banana though.
I can't remember.
Our swarm is strengthened.
Was it something like where I gave you full custody of Bat Nana because I couldn't fit it in my room, or was it something where like it was always yours to begin with? I cannot remember.
I believe it was all mine to begin with. It was one of those we were both trying to win one. You were trying to get a Superman one, as I was trying to get a Batman one, and I got the
Yeah.
Batman
You
one.
got the Batman one. That's
And then we spent another $15 or so trying to get a Superman one, and your parents refused to give us any more money to get the bananas.
that sounds about right.
Something like that.
Also doesn't help that I'm terrible at ring toss.
I mean, it also doesn't help that those ring toss games were a little bit rigged, maybe.
That's true. They're super rigged.
Just slightly.
I need hive warrens. That's what this planet needs. It needs hive warrens. The banana. You just send a picture of the banana on the Discord.
Yeah, I might could.
I would say with you for scale, but you're just a lanky bean and it wouldn't help.
I'm myself one of them lanky beans. I do at this point in time, though, weigh the most I have in a solid decade, probably.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Probably good, considering for the past decade or so, I've been technically medically anorexic. Technically. My doctors did tell me I should replace all milk with heavy cream. But sadly, do got that little bit of that lactose intolerance. Didn't last very long on that.
I'm on the opposite end, where doctors are like, you need to diet, and then I'm like, it doesn't matter how much I diet, I'm still
Our
family
construction is
size,
complete.
You've had
share size.
radically
Technology
a
conceived.
radically consistent body type,
I
no
do.
matter what age and how many sports or no sports you were doing. It remained rather consistent.
And here's the thing, like, so Moth does want a comparison photo though of you and Batnana.
I will grant this request, Moth. I will grant it benignly to you. You're welcome.
Um, so here's the other thing too. When he says like radically consistent, he's not joking. I have always been built this way. Like I'm not trying to get melodramatic here.
We
I'm
have
fine.
surveyed the system.
I am very very well and healthy. But this is bringing up because it really shows about the extent. A couple years ago, like 4 or 5 years ago, I had stomach cancer. I'm fine now. I survived. It was very, very, very minor, very, very mild. I was very fortunate to have about the easiest form of it that you could possibly have. But it still did affect me to the point that I couldn't eat a lot, and what food I did eat, I couldn't keep down. I had the strongest times. Like, I would eat probably a meal a day and maybe keep it down, and I was getting nowhere near enough nutrition. I lost 20 pounds, and that was it. The doctor was like, your face looked thinner, but I just didn't lose weight. I'm just a big guy. And it doesn't matter how much I diet, how much I exercise, I'm just a big guy. Because genetics are like that. And that's fine. I try to eat healthy. I'm terrible at it. I do try. But yeah, I'm just naturally a bigger guy. Doesn't matter what I do.
It's a
Um,
true fact.
True fact. But I've also consistently been built the exact way that I am. I just got bigger and grew more facial hair as I grew up. That is the entirety, like, defining feature of how I look different from when I was a kid. Which is also the primary reason that I have a beard, because without a beard I look almost exactly the same.
Yeah, that is true.
It's like the thing that separates me from the past. Boop-a-da-boop. Um, what in there's in the dorsal system? There's an unexpected natural wormhole in the dorsal system. That
We have
sounds like it
surveyed the
could be
system.
very bad. Or maybe it'll be very good. I don't
We have
pretend to
surveyed the
understand
system.
these things. I will also say the squiggle turned out to be very valuable, and I'm quite happy. Not terribly,
Good.
but like it's got some motes and some crystal. A little bit
Yeah.
of alloy.
Yeah.
We're currently doing the weave our way out here. If I can get back some, it should basically block out for me to take as much time as I need to claim. It's not a lot left, but these last little planets and figure out what I want to do with the xenophobes, because I can't. If I put any kind of claim on Elevatris, they will declare war on me.
Our construction is complete.
So I can't be doing that. Bum bum. Is this how they think one of the defining memories of our friendships was the fact that we are like two vehemently off different body builds?
Is the classic, very classic duo. Short round, tall thin. found in every movie. The classic duo,
We
be
have
they
surveyed
villain
the
or
system.
friend, always the lovable duo.
Short round,
Larry the
tall, thin.
cucumber and what's his face, the tomato.
We are Larry the Cucumber and Bob the Tomato. It's now canon.
Buzz and Delete from Cyber Chase.
Yep, we are also
Uh,
them.
flipping. Uh, uh, the two-headed dragon thing from Camelot, that animated movie. Remember that one?
That one. Okay, first off, we need to take a pause here. The animated Camelot movie, Quest for Camelot, is gold.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I know.
And I will fight anyone who says otherwise. The show was fantastic.
Our construction is complete.
Second, I have no idea what their names were, but I know exactly who you're talking about.
Yeah, yeah. Uh, Timon and Pumbaa, kinda, not really, but a little bit,
Like maybe to
sort
scale.
of. To scale, yeah, to scale, maybe. Oh yeah,
You know what?
the music from the movie,
Yeah.
iconic. I like the villain's face and how
Yes.
weird and leery, and how his lips would sometimes just have a little ripple run through
Technology
them,
conceived.
He's
and
like,
how his whole power up was, I'm gonna turn my hand into a sword.
yeah.
I liked that.
Freaking love that movie. The other thing is about it too is it's uniquely not quite Disney
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
We
yeah,
have
yeah, yeah.
surveyed the system.
in a world that is just washed with Disney animation. It just wasn't Disney. Same with
Just
like
isn't.
Road to El Dorado.
Yeah.
That movie is another classic, and exactly why every single bard and rogue should be left to have their own side quests. Okay, what's a fast way to get influence?
Technology conceived.
Uh,
Which one? Quest for Camelot or Road to El Dorado?
oh hell yeah.
For context,
Research
I'm
it.
also reflecting back on movies from my youth that I haven't watched terribly a lot recently. Road to El Dorado. Was it boring, or was there a particular reason? Out of curiosity. Eh, Mayor gets it. He's got a good taste in movies. You liked it? You were bored? I So, Road to El Dorado, in my humble opinion, becomes 10 times better if you view them as a couple. And I don't know if you understand what I'm talking about, but there is just like. Yeah, see, Mare gets it. Mare gets it. I just. Everything about that movie, you watch it and then you like watch it again and you're like, oh yeah, they're totally a couple. As one of the ones you were raised with. Oh. And I love that meme going around where it's like that look he gives you when it's like a picture of like Tangled talking about the look he gives you when he really loves you, and then someone's almost immediately responded with a picture from the road to El Dorado and the two of them. I'm like, yep. If I can find it, I'll repost it on my Discord. But yeah. I will say this though, in Moth's defense, that movie can really run dry in the middle. I would say. I don't know if you would agree with me, Ben.
It's been a very long time since I've seen it, so I'm only recalling like parts that I remember, like the high priest turning into a stone robot jaguar,
Yep.
kind of,
Yep.
and at one point he pushes a guard into a boiling vat, and I felt bad for the guard, and then the lady was a sexual awakening, probably a little too early, and I should have been having one, maybe. uh. Yeah,
Get stopped in
the
the middle.
horse was funny.
The horse is great. It's one of those movies. It kind of like. I don't want to say. I wouldn't say the pacing was badly done. I don't know if you could have paced it out better, for example. I would say that the pacing is easy to. Like when I watched it, especially if you don't have the longest attention span, I know that there's been times where it's like, I don't have a way to get through this. Yeah, it's definitely spaced out better for an adult attention span. I've enjoyed it more as an adult than a kid. Well,
I forgot her name, but
it was the woman.
they yeah,
It is. I think it's the same. It's the same studio
Oh.
as Quest for Camelot.
I believe so. I might actually. Am I missing? Am I? No. No. Road to El Dorado is not the same studio as Quest for Camelot. Road to El Dorado is the same studio though as Prince of Egypt, I believe. Prince of Egypt and
Yes.
Joseph King of Dreams and
Yes.
Treasure Planet. No.
That's
Okay.
Disney.
Okay. I wasn't sure.
Treasure Planet was Disney's briefly.
Yeah, Treasure Planet was Disney's. Yeah.
It is. Is it DreamWorks?
DreamWorks was Prince of
that one?
Egypt at the very least. I remember that.
Yeah. No. And then, yeah, they were all one studio, and I think so. That was DreamWorks. Quest for Camelot, I think.
It might have actually been Disney. I'm not
It's
sure.
not Disney. It's not Disney.
Was it Universal?
Quest for Camelot is one with the blind guy and the two-headed dragon who sings a parody of 500 Miles. Yep.
Yeah.
99% they were both DreamWorks.
It would make sense if they were DreamWorks. I don't think they're the same animation studio necessarily. Unless DreamWorks, maybe I don't know how animation studios work.
Quest for Camelot, 1998 film. With a 45% on Rotten Tomatoes. It's Warner Brothers.
Huh.
Not the same animation
yeah,
studio.
It is.
But it is the same era when everyone who wasn't Disney was trying to make cartoon musicals.
Mm-hmm.
I think the thing is they're very, very similar because it's that same time period for them. Like, even if they're not from the same studio, they're from the same thematic time period. Like, they hold a lot of similarities, I would say, with even the Disney movies from the time period, Atlantis or Treasure Planet.
Yeah.
Which also
Yeah,
I don't
Atlantis.
think were musicals.
No, they were not.
They have music for sure.
Well,
Well,
Treasure Planet might have had some music breaks, but I don't think it was a musical. It's been a long time since I saw Treasure Planet as well.
yeah, I don't. I'm mostly
But
sure.
I'm mostly sure Treasure Planet wasn't a musical. Muppet Treasure Island was a musical though, so there's that.
I love that show.
I love Muppets. I love the Muppet Show. All their stuff.
Technology conceived.
You haven't seen a lot of popular movies? I but love Treasure Island. Treasure Island's really good. Muppets Treasure Island? Or are we talking Treasure Planet? We're talking about both.
Or just, Treasure Island, the
Or just
classic
Treasure Island, the
story.
classic story, that's true. Planet, okay. The one I've never seen, I've heard nothing but good things. That one you've never seen. I'm so confused, Mare. Are you referring to Treasure Planet or Muppets Treasure Island? When you say this is one you've heard only good things of but never seen.
Our construction is complete.
Planet, okay. Treasure Planet is a phenomenal movie. I do highly recommend watching it. It's very well made. Disney didn't really appreciate it because it didn't do as well as they wanted to. It's in the exact same boat as Atlantis. If you like Atlantis, I think you like Treasure Planet. That's kind of what I say. They're very, I would argue, similar movies in terms of feel. I'm also 100% down for that if we watch that as a group. Muppets Treasure Island, on the other hand, is also fantastic, and if you love Muppets, it's probably the best Muppet movie.
Definitely one of the most memorable.
Definitely one of the most memorable. And that's mostly because of Tim Curry. Let's be real.
Yeah. Oh gosh, anything with Tim Curry in it.
Oh, Sinbad, definitely by Jim Brooks, is also fantastic, and I completely forgot about that movie, to be honest.
Sinbad. Oh, is it in Sinbad that they kind of go off the edge of the world for a
Yeah.
little bit? Okay, yeah, that one flies under the radar.
Yeah, that's like when that was like as DreamWorks 2D animation was kind of, I'm gonna use the phrase disappearing.
Yeah, they're exploring 3D a little bit, and it was kind of.
I thought it was like pretty postly 3D, but like, yeah. Didn't DreamWorks also do, to throw out a show that I actually absolutely hate this show, and I'm sorry if anyone likes it. It's the Inside the Body show. With the buddy cop movie made inside the body.
Yeah. It's Osmosis Jones.
Yeah, I hate that one.
I haven't seen it in long enough to remember if I liked it or not. But at the time, I don't know if I liked it when I watched it as a kid, but I know that it lived in my brain a lot. Like there were parts where the mix of live action and cartoon was a deal to me, and the fact that they were going out having a final battle on oh shoot, what's his name? The main actor's eyelash, and me thinking about like, oh, is that how big germs really are? They could fit on the eyelash. I could see that. I can see my eyelashes, and I'd like check my eyelashes for germs every day. I was very young.
Isn't it Bill Murray?
Yeah. But yeah, I think it was Bill Murray.
How'd they convince Bill Murray to do that show?
Money.
Money. That's true. Money. I forgot that that's a thing.
Yeah, it's Sir actor's bread and butter, and also mine. The
Sinbad and the Seven
Seas.
It is Sinbad and the Seven Seas. It's the one that you were just talking about.
Okay.
It's a very niche movie. I actually own it on DVD, or my parents do at least. I remember watching it quite a bit. It's very good. I remember enjoying it, I should say. I wouldn't say it's very good. It is definitely a movie that is, I'm going to use the phrase, it was released outside of its era. It feels very much like the classic movies that we're just talking about, Road to El Dorado, all of those. It feels like them, but it was made like 5-10 years later. And you can kind of tell it feels like you're watching an 80 movies that was made in the late 90s, and it just feels a little odd in some regards. But I still really enjoyed it from what I remember. like one of those movies I should probably see if put on for my wife and see if she likes it.
Yeah.
My wife is very picky with movies. Now here's the real question. Ben,
Yeah.
what was your first rated R movie?
Probably Alien.
Alien? Or
Yeah, that's my.
was it Lost Boys?
Ooh, I did forget that Lost Boys is a thing that I did watch a lot as a kid.
Because I remember convincing my mom to let us watch Lost Boys.
I do. I think it was Alien because my dad has like blind spots when it comes to movies. He remembers, and also remembering to uphold the whole don't watch anything age appropriate material, really going by the ratings. So he often forgets that oh wait, this movie is rated, but I watched this when I was a kid. And he forgets, oh yeah, there's brains exploding and yeah.
My One of my favorite memories still of your dad, and I think the story's probably been shared before, is whenever we'd watch Monty Python and the Holy Grail,
Yeah.
and he had to find a way. Like he'd pop in and he'd be like, "You're skipping the anthrax scene, right?"
Like, yeah, dad, sure.
Yeah, we're skipping it.
And then we wouldn't skip it unless he'd come in and manually skipped it, which he often would. Having friends over to watch movies was also an invitation for my dad to come and sit and watch the movie as well. So,
Yeah.
you know,
To be fair, though, I actually really like your dad, so
yeah, no, my dad is very congenial, so it's not the biggest issue
Technology
unless I'm,
conceived.
got some
We have
girls over I'm
surveyed the
trying to watch
system.
movies with, which is
Our
probably,
construction is
all the more
complete.
reason
we
for him
had
to
girls
wanna.
over.
Uh, yeah, but not girls we were actually gonna try anything with. That's not a knock on the girls. That's us being scaredy pants.
Well, and like me later. I mean, I'm Ace, so there's a whole bunch of other reasons for me later. But um, I thought I was a really, really good at following the rules. Turns out I just wasn't interested in breaking them. Um,
Mm-hmm.
oh, I got regenerative. When did I get regenerative hull tissue? Anyway, yeah, post a pic in my Discord, please. Um, it's a mood. Thank you. Uh, if there's one thing that I can be described on its occasion, it's probably a mood. 'Cause
Yeah,
I'm a
Technology
broody individual. I'm gonna move him into
he's
there.
pretty dark and
I'm
broody.
dark and broody. I am darkness. What was I gonna name this one? CM1. I don't know why. Let me name CM1 for now, just to keep track of it. We'll do Roman numeral 1.
technology conceived.
Um, range 80, 40. What's your programming? And we're gonna do line tactics for you. Actually, like, coming in here real quick and fixing these things. Apparently, I got the better ship programming, but never actually, like, reprogrammed any of the ships to use it.
Yeah, yeah, that happens sometimes.
So that's gonna eat through
Shit.
shields, and this will eat through armor. Does this do more armor damage? This does. So we're gonna do that instead.
Did I? Oh, I might have.
Because that should be devastating. Range 60, range 100. You're gonna be within range either way. You know what? We'll give you the mining laser, to be honest. Yep. Oh, a hydrate. Thank you for that, Moth. So I just realized, like, I really need to check my ships. Because I hadn't in far too long. Okay, what range are you
Neither
going
had
to? You're going
I.
to 50. We have small. Okay, we'll do that. Um, I guess we'll just do that. Actually, no, we'll do coil guns. No, I'll do that. Okay. And then you... do that just in case anything actually gets close. Okay. Sure, we'll do that. Okay, I'm good to unpause.
All right. Um,
I'll support that. We'll build some mines. They called it a mine.
a mine.
Okay. Um... Let's add some
Oh, boy.
cruisers. We can add 2 of those. And a destroyer. That is exactly what I wanted to do. Perfect. Oh boy. Oh my. Why did I research? Did I research everything when I wasn't paying attention? I mean, like, apparently I clearly did. I was just like, huh? Oh. You're making
Mhm.
something in Minecraft?
Wait.
And wow, what are you making? Also, what time is it? 3:57. Ooh. I should probably be wrapping up soon, FYI. Because I have to be up at 6.
Yeah, I guess I understand. I
It's a
suppose.
secret? Oh, I'm not allowed to know? I'm not allowed to know?
We
Oh.
have surveyed the system.
Am I allowed to say a thing about the you-know-what? This is just a test thing? Sure. For those of you who do not know, which is, I think, all of you, me and Drew will be doing a stream together tomorrow. Oh, Moth knows. I didn't think it was a secret. I was just like, I don't know. I don't know who knows this. I didn't want to be like the one to spill the beans if Drew wanted to keep it a secret. Yeah, we'll be doing a Minecraft stream tomorrow.
Well, that's quite quaint.
Quite quaint. Bum bum bum. Tithe the Solus oppose. I'm not. We ain't doing that again. It's gonna be. Is it going to be an earlier stream or something a bit later like this one? Probably a bit later like this one. What time did we decide on? It would be like starting 12 my time. Right? Is that what we decided? Yeah. It's like starting 12 EST. Eastern Standard Time. Most of my streams tend to be later. Yeah. Oh. I forgot that I have that on an automated timer. And I always get excited to see it posting.
Let's see. Go grab
Okay.
that.
I think I'm going to get something queued up for this planet. I am. But I do think it is time that I have to wrap up.
Yeah, I guess that makes some sense.
Okay. While we kind of wrap up and save, is it around 11 your around 11 Eastern Standard Time?
We have surveyed the system.
Oh, are you free around 11 Eastern Standard Time? You'd be able to pop in then, Mare? $11 Central, midnight Eastern. Oh, okay. You're in Indiana. Okay. I have been through Indiana once, and it was quite the adventure. I had to stop in, is it South Bend? Home of Mr. Pete Buttigieg.
Our construction is complete.
Yeah, I had to stop. I had to stop by there on when I was driving through to Massachusetts from Utah, and I ended up staying at a very, very, very crummy motel. It was an experience, man. It was an experience. Without getting into too much details, because a lot of crap happened. Indiana is liminal space. I had, without getting too much into detail, someone was hit by a car. My first aid skills came in very, very nifty in the moment, and I found out that the South Bend, Indiana Police Department that I had to deal with we're going to say, absolutely lovely people who definitely cared for that person. And I'm using no sarcasm there whatsoever. That was my experience with Indiana. Not to like shade the rest of it. I'm sure that there's some fine parts of Indiana, but if I never see South Bend again, it will be too soon. Oh.
Hey, were you what was the plan with Virdamon system
Virdamon, where?
next
Technology
to
conceived.
in the triangle between us?
Oh, that can be yours.
Okay.
That little
I'll
triangle.
take that one.
Yeah, I'm going to back some.
Two backs.
We have surveyed the system.
Oh, the whole triangle is for me. Okay.
Yeah, the whole triangle's
I
for you.
see. Oh boy, thanks.
You hit the nail on the head, to be honest. Granted, I'm from Utah, and that's not necessarily setting the bar any higher. Oh. And yeah, I agree with you, Moth. There's absolutely no need for sarcasm in that line.
Oh yeah.
Okay. I need to wrap up. Let's wrap up. Can you save, Ben? Master of the saving abilities, or do you need a moment?
Yes. I can. I need one moment just
Okay.
to
It's the problem with
do
Stellaris is it's very, very good at keeping me here.
keeping you for like just one more minute, just one more thing.
You're like, oh yeah, I'll just do this. It's like I've almost built that thing. Oh, I'm researching new technology. Oh, okay, I've just built that thing. Oh, but I'm really close to getting that technology that I wanted. Stellaris is very good at that.
Oh boy. I'll just pause it so that it can't keep telling me new things.
That's a good way to do it. I am going to exit the game, if that's okay,
Yeah.
while you are wrapping up.
Okay. Save game.
Okay. In the meantime, do we have any preferred raid targets? I'm not seeing a whole lot of people's I know on right now. We got Iomu playing Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time and Pokemaster Link playing Super Mario Maker 2. That's who I'm seeing right now. Any of the suggestions from the chat? Raid targets. People that I should raid. Oh, you have nothing? That's okay. I'm gonna be honest, I have a tendency to like, I'll raid someone or I'll be part of a raid with someone. And if like I'm at all like even just lightly enjoying myself, I follow very, very quickly, which is great. You know, get them the followers, help out people who need the followers. But then I'm like trying to find someone to raid, and sometimes I have like everyone. But there's times like tonight, and I'm like, there's like almost no one still. Okay. Yavaska, yeah, I try to raid streamers roughly about my size or smaller. Um, there's like a whole Twitch etiquette about raiding a bigger streamer. Like it's not like unless you know the streamer, they don't. It's not necessary. It's a little. I don't necessarily want to say rude, but yeah, there's like etiquettes.
Unnecessary.
Yeah, there's etiquettes to raiding. Yeah, it's like you should raid people who are about the same size as you or smaller because they're going to benefit the most from the viewers.
Yeah.
If you're rating someone bigger than you, it doesn't really help. Unless, of course, you're rating someone who's like within a stream community or something like that, obviously, then raid ahead. But I'm thinking Pokemaster Link is who I'm going to go with. Super Mario Maker seems pretty chill. And I know Pokemaster Link is usually a pretty good target. So I think we're gonna go with that. Alright, in the meantime, I do want to thank everyone for joining me on tonight's stream. I do really appreciate you all being here. I hope that you're able to get a wonderful night's rest if that's what you're off to next. If you're like me, trying to get enough sleep before you have to work tomorrow. I just want to say that I know real life can suck sometimes, and I know that it is more important. But I really appreciate the time that you spent here. Just remember, you're always welcome back. Good night, all of you. I love ya. Bye.